Hey, it's Mike Brennan, and I'm going to turn this segment over to my partner in crime there, Matt Roush. And we're going to be talking about the Marburger STEM Center at Lawrence Technological University. And we have the executive director of that center there. But let's start off with that question that we always ask, Matt. I mean, obviously, you know what's going on with the Marburger STEM Center, but our audience may not. So why don't you fill us in real quick?
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Matt. So again, my name is Jay Jessen. I am the Executive Director of the Marburger STEM Center. Thank you for having me on today. I really appreciate it. This is an awesome opportunity for the STEM Center and our amazing, small, but amazing little team that we have here at Lawrence Tech. And what is the STEM Center? Well, we are the hub, we're the clearinghouse, we are kind of the driving force for all K-12 STEM outreach on the LTU campus and in the community. And what does that mean? Well, we have a ton of premier programs. We run during the academic year, we run during the summer. So we are a full 12-month STEM program for our community partners and organizations. One of the really exciting things is our team did just grow. We actually added one more full-time person to our staff. So we actually just hired a student assistant who was promoted up to the position of program coordinator and summer camp manager. So that's actually really exciting. Some of our premier programs are the STEM Scholars visits. Those are our visits that are typically 8th grade through 12th grade. They actually come here on campus. We bus them here. We provide them with awesome hands-on STEM engagement. A lot of times we also include lunch depending on the time of the day. But the really exciting thing here is they all qualify for the STEM Scholars Award. Matt, do you remember how much the STEM Scholars Award is? I'm throwing you on the spot here.
I do not. Why don't you go ahead and tell us?
I love to say this number because everyone knows LTU is an amazing school, but we know we are expensive, right? The STEM Scholars Award is $78,600 over 8 semesters. So
Wow.
that is almost $20,000 annually. That is an amazing scholarship that we have to offer. One of the things that people always get confused about is just by doing this program, yes, we invite every person who does one of our STEM Scholars visit. This is an amazing program that we worked out with the awesome team over in enrollment management. So if you do one of these programs with us and then you apply to LTU down the road, all you have to do is choose one of those 16 STEM majors that are part of the program, and it's an automatic scholarship. So we couldn't be happier. The STEM Scholars Visits program is definitely one of our top premier programs. Most people don't know about it. It is relatively new, so I love being able to talk about that. We have our Extreme STEAM Saturdays. Those have been going on for years. We used to call them Extreme Science Saturdays, but we changed it because we do a lot more than just science. We're in all 5 of our colleges here on campus. So we are Extreme STEAM Saturdays now. Very, very small cost. They're about $15 to participate, but we do provide a really nice lunch, great hands-on activity, and that's a 2.5 hour Saturday session. We do one of those every month during the academic year. And then we have our summer programs, which are awesome, right? So we just piloted our summer STEM series. This summer, 2024, is going to be the 3rd year, but that is for middle school students. And then our high school summer camps, we have over 25 awesome high school summer camps that we have here on our campus. They run typically through the month of July, and there are over 25 of them, and they're both residential and day camper options. And last year, I'm really proud about this, we actually hit 3,600 educational touch points last year, which is a record number for the Marburger STEM Center and our awesome little team. So on behalf of all of our team, I couldn't be more proud of everyone at the Marburger STEM Center and all of our partners here at LTU.
So describe, if you could, some of the summer camps that are available. I know it's probably about the time that people are starting to think about what the kids are going to do this summer. This is, right after the holidays is when people start thinking about summer camps.
Absolutely. This is actually that time. So that's a great question, Matt. We actually have over 100 registrations already
Hmm.
for summer 2024. So couldn't be better timing. The camps While we do have amazing scholarships with the camps, they are about $850 for $850 for day camper, $950 for the residential. So they would stay in our residence halls here on campus. Some of our more popular camps, obviously robotics, biotechnology, the biomed camps, there's molecules and medicine, there's some incredible hands-on engineering camps, but we do have camps that only have 20 seats, and some of them are already more than half full. So if you are interested, please check out the summer camp website. It is www.ltu.edu/summer camps.
Let me ask you, Jay, let me leap in. And what's the most rewarding thing for you about working at the STEM Center?
That's a great question, Mike. And that's something that I always love to talk about. It's hard to talk about unless you're actually at some of our programs. I know that's something that Matt's actually been lucky enough to actually be out and see some of our programming this summer, and watching people who might be, executive leadership at these amazing community partners, and then seeing the students actually, down by the stream right here by campus, actually doing soil and water quality testing. When you see our programming, it makes sense, but when you watch students and you see that spark and you see students become excited and empowered and engaged and become curious, they want to learn more about STEM. When you see that happen in real time, that is a dream job for me. This is my dream job. It's a dream come true. Watching that happen and being honored to be able to be a part of that within, our Metro Detroit area, but all of Michigan now, it's very rewarding when you actually sit back and watch students say, hey, I can do this. This is for me. This isn't something that's unattainable. It's incredibly rewarding.
Yeah. I've, as you said, Jay, I have had the pleasure of attending several of the Marburger STEM experiences, including the one last summer where the kids dipped jars into, you might not know this, folks, but the Evans branch of the Roush River runs right through our campus, and they dipped jars into that river and did water quality testing on it. It was really interesting what they found out. Another one that I've sat through that I thought was really interesting was a chemistry. It might have been the molecules and medicine one. Shannon Timmons, one of our chemistry professors, runs that. And I did not know this, but if you boil anise seeds in water and then take the distillate of anise seed, that is a topical anesthetic. You rub it on your gum and your gum goes numb. I guess that was an early part of folk dentistry or something. But it was really interesting to see these kids, learn about that and run the chemical formulas and do the work. And you could just see the light bulbs going off. It was really cool.
I can only imagine what they found in the river too, right? That had to be
a lot of things were
jarring.
moving at the microscopic level. That
yes.
They learned why you're not supposed to drink that right from the river.
Yes.
Right from the river. No, bad idea. Yeah. So what's your vision for growing the STEM Center? I know you want to make it bigger and better and reach more kids.
Yeah, that is really where all of our partners here at LTU, our community partners and beyond, really play a major part. The STEM Center has grown every year. Obviously, the pandemic years were kind of complicated, but we have continued to grow and expand our engagement. We've continued to expand just even who knows about us. That's a huge hurdle. So being able to, be part of amazing shows like this is huge for us. But our two main focuses as of January of this year, 2023, are PK, so pre-K, kindergarten through fifth grade community engagement. We just want to go and we want to be sparking that STEM engagement. We want to see those light bulbs going off, right? We want to go out anywhere that we can. We want to do demos, hands-on activities. We want to have any opportunity we can to get this in front of students, because as we know, a lot of these hands-on resources have been a little bit slower to get kind of caught back up after the pandemic. And this is a niche that we can fill. And we do most of this for our K-12 partners free of cost. which is incredible. They just have to contact us on the website. The other kind of focus for us is the STEM engagement, which is college and career readiness, right? So now we're focusing really heavily on 6, 7, 8, but also high school, right? This is huge. So this is important because, as we all know, if we're not sparking STEM in elementary, then by the time we hit middle school, where decisions need to start being made, right? If they're going into 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, and they're excited in STEM, hopefully we can use college and career readiness techniques to help guide a student to take maybe upper level classes, maybe take that math that they might not need, to graduate, but would be really helpful for them in their career. So this college and career readiness is huge because also for LTU, it's pipeline generation. That is incredibly important, right? Whether or not they come directly here, getting them excited and ready for college is hugely important, but also showing students what we have here at LTU is very important. We also have a completely rebranded website, a whole brand new outward facing logo. We're really excited. So 2023 has been a very exciting year.
Let me leap in again and ask. I know one of the big pushes that's been on for a number of years now, particularly with Michigan Council of Women in Technology, is to get more women into STEM. And so what's the composition of your Marburger STEM Center? Is it close to 50-50, or is it what? What would you say?
For programming that we do, or our staff?
Well, not staff, but the programming that you do. You attract a lot of women, is what I'm saying. So.
Yeah, so our programming can kind of come in through a few different avenues, right? So if it's a classroom or a teacher, it would be whatever the makeup of that classroom is, right? We do have a lot of partners in the community who are also in some school districts that might be all male or all female. One of our partners is actually Regina High School, which is out in Warren, which is an all-female Catholic school. We do partner with them every year. So it's really important for us that STEM for all means we are engaging STEM for all. So it doesn't matter socioeconomic background, geographic region, race, ethnicity, any of that stuff. We want to do programs to show STEM is for all. Right now, it's hard for us to put a number on exactly what category, but we also did just work with a faculty member here on campus where we are trying to do a program that will specifically be just women in STEM as well. So we have some programs that are very specific like that, and then we have some that are going to be basic classroom, basic school, basic district. But right now, our big focus is on every single one of our underrepresented populations. We are trying to at least do some programming so we can embody STEM for all.
So talk a little bit. I wanted to ask you about your trip to the UP earlier this year. I know, and maybe we could talk about the STEM or STEAM trailer a little bit too that Lawrence Tech has created.
That was really exciting for me because I'm actually a Yooper native. So that was my homeland. I was very excited to actually go up to the UP, specifically to my hometown, which is Kingsford, Michigan. A lot of people are like, oh, that sounds familiar. That was originally, there was a Ford plant up in Kingsford, Michigan, and that's where Kingsford charcoal originally came from. It was the scrap pieces from the wood paneling on the cars. And so there's a really cool history in my hometown, and it was actually our centennial. So it was a really cool opportunity to bring some awesome STEM content from LTU up to the UP, which is something we had never really done before in our 40-foot STEM trailer. And we just did this awesome outdoor STEM expo over a few days. We saw actual, at our tent, hundreds. We lost count. We gave out hundreds of t-shirts. We had so many people coming up to the tent. It was awesome. We actually lost count. But overall, throughout the entire event, there was many thousands of people who, came by, walked by. It was really exciting. It was very humbling to me to give back to my community.
Well, that sounds great. So once again, I want to emphasize that if there are teachers watching this, if there are school administrators watching this, heck, if there are parents watching this that want to get their kids involved in the Marburger STEM Center's activities, they are almost all of them free to the K-12 schools that you deal with, right?
Correct. Yeah. Other than the Extreme STEAM Saturdays, that's the one that has the small charge. It's usually $15 to $20. Pretty much every other program, except for the high school summer camps that we create, and we create them from the ground up. They are fully customized based on whatever the school, the teacher is looking for. They are almost always free of charge.
All right. So if people would like more information on these wonderful programs, how do they go about getting that?
I really recommend, we've made our website very, very concise. It's ltu.edu//STEM, STEM dash center. And you can actually see all of the things that we talked about. They have our own navigation, own landing page. You can actually put in an event request right on the website. That is the best way to get a hold of us.